Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the RSR session of information, wherein we're going to give you complete information on how your journey for UK job in UK should start, what you should be looking at in this journey, and how you can accomplish this journey. So the agenda for today is preparing for the job in the UK. We all know the agenda. The reason for you all to be here is how to be prepared for a nursing job in the United Kingdom. So we're going to talk about the preparedness. Second is what is the non-negotiable things which are required by you so that you can be prepared for the job. Third, we're going to talk about obviously what are the salaries which you can expect and the benefits which are there for you. And fourth is going to be the life in the United Kingdom. Okay, so this whole topic for me to cover may take a maximum 30-35 minutes, and then another 10 minutes for question answer session. So hopefully we should be 40-45 minutes session. Should be expecting. I expect this to be around 40-45 minutes session. First of all, thanks for coming for this session, all of you, and appreciate that you have shown keen interest in a job which is in the UK for a nursing role. I first of all would like to share with you today the screen wherein you will. This is a screen where you have to go this registration of joining in UK as nurse and midwife, okay, trained outside the EUEEA. This is important. What it says is, when you go to the Nursing and Midwifery Council of UK, you will be shown a couple of, one is trained in the UK and one is trained in the EU. We basically are looking for this moment of time is people from India. So that is trained outside EU or UK. So that is what you should be looking at, and get your pre-application checklist. And you can do this checklist at any given time. So what I'm going to do now is to tell you how you should be prepared for the checklist. So what all you need, obviously you should be your qualification should be fitting the requirement, which is a degree in nursing. So once you have this degree in nursing, what is the next thing which is required is, if you go here, you can do the test as and when you want. So I will show you how to take the test. So we get your checklist first. Obviously, do you have a valid passport? I'm going to click yes here so that you need to do the same. Obviously, you should be having a valid passport because that's a travel document for you to get to the UK. Next, have you ever changed your name? In India, many a times, post marriage, the names are changed. So whatever may be the reason, yes or no, you need to mention it. So here I'm going to mention no. So you go to the next. So as you see on top, the progress, you can see yourself. There's a progress which is shown to you of how many answers which you put. So I guess there are around 8-9 questions here, and it will. This basically gives you an idea of what all is needed by you to be prepared for a job in the UK as a nurse. So have you ever changed your name? We're going to put here no. Go to the next one. Do you have a qualification that has or will allow you to register as a nurse or midwife in the country you trained in? Basically, what they're saying, if you're trained in India, so in India, do you are registered as in the council? If most of you should, after your education, must have registered as in the council. Whatever may be the case, yes or no, you need to mention. But if you we presume that the answer is going to be yes here, because no, then obviously you need to do that. So we mentioned that it's yes. Go to the next one. Do you have your original qualification certificate? You have completed your degree, obviously you should be having. And what is the qualification certificate? If you wish to know, You can go here, but no, for you to understand, it is basically a passing certificate and all the mark sheet of all the 3-4 years. So that is required. Hello, uh, that is required by us. So I'm going to do a stop share here. We expect somebody to join. Okay, let's join now. We'll start the screen again. So yes, we were pre-application checklist. The people who are joining, so we'll let them join. That's not an issue. So we'll go to the session again here. Okay, so you have your original certificate. Now, what is the original qualification certificate? As I said to you, it is your education certificate which prescribes you as a nurse or a midwife, whatever, whatever qualified. But nursing degree, if you have, then automatically you will be eligible for the nursing job. If you have done a diploma, not an issue. You can still go there as a um, as a midwife counsel. So I'm going to mention here, do you have your original qualification certificate? Yes. And then we go to the next one. For the people who have joined now, I'm just taking a test. We have shared a file wherein you can go and check, are you eligible for job in the UK? And this is a checklist. If anybody can go through it and prepare. And no, it gives you a complete information of what all is to be needed by you before you apply, when you apply for the job in the UK. So no, we're just taking a test. You can also do this test. It's a free. You don't have to pay anything. So this is how you can do it. Does your health allow you to practice safely and effectively? Do you need to know? I mean, basically, it is are you healthy enough to work as a nurse? We're going to mention here yes, and go to the next one. Have you received a police charge, caution, conviction, or conditional discharge? Depending on your requirement, hopefully you should be, most of the time here, it will be, have you received any police charge, caution, or a conviction? So it should be no. Have you, in case if you have or any cases pending, then obviously the answer will be yes. But here I'm going to mention no. So we go to the next one. See the progress here. If you see, it keeps on whatever questions which are there. So there, as I said, 9 to 10 questions are there, and it keeps on percentage. It tells you. Has another regulatory body determined your fitness to practice impaired? So has another regulatory body determined your fitness to practice impaired? Are you fit enough to work? Now the same question they are asking another way. Has anybody thought that you are impaired? So it should be no. Go to the next one. Have you ever been registered? Now, have you registered in anywhere? Most of the time you will be doing it for the first time. So in case if you are already registered, you just have to re-register or probably renew your register. And that's the reason this question. Here, since we're doing it for the first time, we mention here, have you ever been registered? No. So we go to the next final question. What evidence of your English language do you have to support your application? So we're going to talk about this after this checklist, and this is the most important. An accepted English language test. Okay, my practice, my training, not sure. My training and my practice, I will talk to you about what it is because how they are putting it here. Here I'm going to put an accepted English language test. The reason I am putting accepted English language test is because you need to complete your IELTS, English language test supporting to be given. You should be looking for 7 marks, 7 points average. More than that is always better. Or OET. Now, the difference between OET and IELTS is that OET, occupational educational professional test, OET, English language test, is basically meant for people who are come from the healthcare department, and since it is related to the trade, it is Yeah, for practicing it is much easier. You know, people who have already worked as nurse find it much easier to complete OET rather than IELTS. IELTS is a general test, and if you wish to do UK, UKVI is the test name which you have to take, UK IELTS test for the role. This test is meant for people who wish to go for job role and education there. So they're testing your English language, and it's a general test. And no, there are four things which are they test you in: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. And this again same is in the OET, but OET because it is to do with occupational of nurse or healthcare, it's much easier for you to pass. Here I'm going to put an English language test. Probably I presume any of you, most of you, or whoever is applying should be having IELTS or OET as a certificate to prove them. And in OET, you should be at least looking for B level, language level. C1 may not be accepted for a nurse. C1 probably will be for midwife council, but for nursing they require B, and IELTS 7. Both this, the difference is only the cost. So IELTS will cost around 14,000-15,000 rupees for the assessment. OET may cost you around 36,000 is the assessment. 36,000 you need to pay for only the assessment. It doesn't include training. What I suggest you to do is, and if you are confident and if you have done your education in English, no, I would suggest you to practice for a month before you give an exam. It's the test is not that difficult. The only thing what we know, we as an Indian are not able to understand the accent which they are speaking in, and that is unless we tune our eyes and ears, you may not be able to listen properly. And the same happens while you are speaking. We tend to speak faster. We normally Indians who speak English, we speak faster. So, no, that is the second thing which I will tell you, that you need to speak slow in the test. Two tips besides that: if you know any, if you wish to learn and if you want to improve your English language test, get in touch with me. We have our English language test here itself in Belapur. No, we can train you, teach you. We have trained teachers who can help you in your initiative. So this is what we can support you with for the English language test. Now my practice. Now suppose you have done anybody who has some practiced completed and done practice in English speaking countries. There is a list of country which is there, around 15-20 countries which are basically English speaking countries. And if you're coming from that English speaking countries, you may not necessarily have to provide no English language test, even if you have completed your graduation from India. The third is again the same, the training. If you have completed your training in an English language speaking country, you do not have to do IELTS. Like, no, suppose if you're from, say, Africa, Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere you have completed your degree, your qualification, then you do not have to do the IELTS. That is what they are basically trying to tell. We'll talk about it in detail little further. So once you complete this test, you have completed your complete test, and will you have appropriate indemnity cover in place for your practice? Now, indemnity cover is required for you. What is your professional indemnity? We can go through here. No, we'll say yes and submit your pre-qualification checklist. Then you can download your result. Okay, you can download the result and check your answers, then read and our page on providing identity evidence for more detail. This is basically proof of identity, which is also to do a test you don't have to do, but after that obviously you have to provide identity details. So this is that after doing the test we are understanding the eligibility, your qualification. So your proof of identity is what they want to provide additional evidence of your document are in a different name. Now, this is something they're asking, as I said, name change, eligibility, contact details for your regulator, details of your education institution, prepare to take the test of competency, CBT, competency-based test. We will stop here. Okay, what is then I'm going to speak to you about what is requirement. As I said, why the requirement is there for them to get you a job. Sorry, I wanted to show you another screen. Just give me a minute. Okay. Yeah. So this is the screen which we have completed. So I'm going to still not a thing. Okay, this is the same share. Okay. So if you see, what you need is obviously the passport. All the details are provided. What are required for you to get a job in the UK? Europass CV. Okay, now to get a Europass CV, in India you have a particular format, but in job, if you wish to get a job in UK or in the European country, your CV has to be in the Europass. There is a link which is there. I will share the link today in the group also. You can get in touch with me anytime. See, my details are giving here. I'm speaking to you from rsrglobal.co. We basically provide healthcare jobs, hospitality jobs, and healthcare jobs in the UK. We are in education and recruitment. We'll talk about what work we do little later. And that's my email ID, rajesh@rsrglobal.co. That's my name, Rajesh Tartak. Today, 9820355826. The same number on WhatsApp and call. Obviously, CV you can send anytime, but call I'm available from 10 to 6 as much as possible. I restrict it on from Monday to Saturday. This is the requirement which is required. Obviously, Europass CV link is there. You don't have to pay for it. You just have to register on the link, and after within 24 hours, you get a free link by which you can, in that link, you can put your CV in that format, download the CV in a Word and a PDF, save it on your on your laptop or wherever you wish to, and that is needed for for you to start to apply for the job. Second, as I said, IELTS and OET. IELTS and OET is important because we come from India. India doesn't come under English-speaking country, so that is the reason we have to provide IELTS. Okay, the band you should look at is 7 and above, or if it is OET, then B is a good ranking. Third step is once you have completed 1, 2, you go to the third, which is NMC registration, what the site which I showed you here. You can take a test, and obviously then the evidence, what they were talking about, is what you need to upload the evidence. So this is the time for you to provide, upload Europass CV, your passport, your IELTS certificate, your registration for NMC. Obviously, it is not free. There's a cost involved to it. I think it's around 140 pounds, which is there. Pounds is UK equivalent. So in India, it will be 100. £1 is, I think, 103, 105. You can check the rate. That much you can charge from your credit card or debit card. Once you are registered, obviously this is the registration keeps on every couple of years or 1 year. They need to apply and register. So I think it's valid for first time. It's valid for 2 years. So once you do it, you are registered there. We can help you to get a job in the UK. The next step is CBT, computer-based test, which is there. You can take that test anytime in India. And once that test is completed and the proof uploaded, you are ready for the job role in the UK. Once you send us all this, we have an application tracking system. Our company has an application tracking system which will sync it along with your admission, along with the process. Or probably if you send all the details to us on a mail, the mail which I've given you, then we can put you across for the next link. What we do is put you for a shortlisting with our internal committee with RSR, and this committee basically it looks for how you are prepared for a job in the UK. Now, the reason we do it is because before we actually put you across along the to the prospective employer, you should be aware where you stand, and this is what, because we recruit and we are aware what you should be, what you know, how you speak, because while you are qualified enough and probably you fit into the criteria, there is a way of interview, which is what we will train you on. The training obviously is free to you as a nurse. We will train you on to understand what are the questions, relevant questions they will be asking, and what are the answers to be you should be giving it to them. So we have our own document which I will share you also. If you wish, you can obviously get in touch with me and ask me, and I can share that to you as well, along with your CV. The answers to most of them, and how to answer them is what we will teach you, train you. And once we know, also internal team is happy and says, okay, you're prepared for the job, we will be putting you across along with our prospective employers. Now, as I said to you, NHS obviously is a prospective employer. Once you apply, obviously you can also apply. But what we do is, NHS is one of the prospective. They have almost many NHS are trust in UK, and they have a lot of hospitals under NHS. We get into touch with these hospitals and find a role and get you there. Now, besides that, we also are attached with many of private hospitals in the UK. What is the difference between working in NHS and private hospital is something similar what you have in India. It's no, your benefits are better. Yeah, I think the quality of working at is much better. And at this moment of time, I will tell you here is the salaries. Okay, now salaries, for understanding the salaries, I will also ask you to go to the website. There is a UK website wherein minimum wages is there. That's the reason we have mentioned in this given that what will be the salary. Well, this is the salary you should be looking at, 26,000 to 30,000. If you get into private, obviously it's a band 5 nurse, band 5 level, the starting salary. And if you have experience, no good experience, you have you can apply for a higher band as well. But since you do not have experience of working in the UK, they will know now to start you on a band 5, and then obviously the promotions are much faster there in case if you have worked on a senior positions. Now, so many that is the salary. Besides that, obviously the working hours in the UK are quite regulated. You work for 37.5, 30, that means 8 hours, half an hour is your lunch break. So, 7.5 hours, so multiply into 5 days. That is the number of hours you worked. Okay. You can do. I've seen what we suggest is, if your husband and wife both are there who are there, then you can work for 40 hours, and husband can work for say 40 hours. You can your children can be taken care of by somebody, so that can also be arranged. So in a day you can work for 10 hours into 4 days. So that is another benefit which you get while working in UK. Salaries we have covered, and we have covered the job role, how to get. One I have not talked about is OSCE. OSCE exam, once you go there in UK, we help you prepare. In UK, there is we have a hub wherein you will be trained on OSCE, and then you will be putting it forward for the OSCE training. Now, the cost of the OSCE training first time is benefit is most of the trust bear the cost, and then they deduct from your salaries over a period of time. Suppose you fail for the first time, many a trust give you a second chance, and third chance is up to you. I mean, if you wish to do, but if you can fail on ASCII, then probably you will have to come back, or probably work as a midwife, till the time you get OSCE. If you pass your OSCE, obviously very good. Part of it is subsidized, so first obviously is completely subsidized. Second is dependence on the trust, and third obviously passed it on to the candidate. This is about OSCE. Now, all the costs which are there for you flying from the time your application, whatever you pay, IELTS or you pay, OET you pay, for the CPT you pay, all that receipts you need to save, because once you join in UK, all this is paid back to you. That means your job, whatever your expenses you have covered, is all paid back to you. So it helps you in a way. Once you go there, you get back money. The job is absolutely free here. You do not pay RSR any monies, or you do not pay any of our agents or sub contractors any money. Um, Whatever spends you do for your job will be paid back to you by the trust, or most of the companies they do pay. Many trust pay it back. In some instances, what they do is your salaries are higher and they absorb the cost. Any which way, we will be letting you know how it is going to be paid to you. So that was about the OSCE. Now we come this moment of time to the next question. I have told to you about your preparedness and the job role in the UK, the salaries and the benefits. Okay. At this moment of time, does anybody have any questions? Please feel free to ask me. You can also put it into the chat box if you wish to. Obviously, if there are any other questions which you feel you do not want to ask now or you want to ask later on, feel free, not an issue. This is my number. You can always call me on these numbers which are given. Okay, now we have talked about most of this: Europass, IELTS, NMC Registration, CBT, OSCE, expected salaries and benefit, and the final thing is life in the UK. Okay, this is very interesting. Life in the UK, and why should people be going to the UK? Okay, one obviously is the respect for the position which you go is very high in UK. I know a nurse can even stop a doctor if she is attending to a patient, which probably may not happen in India. Okay. So the respect is very high here. I'm not saying that the respect is not high in India. Obviously, you respect it highly, but there, at that role, you're looked upon to as an important contributor to the healthcare. So that is most important. Secondly, UK is a developed country. You obviously work not more than 40 hours. If you work more than 40 hours, then obviously you get extra overtime monies for yourself, which you can do, which helps you in UK. Third, obviously, accommodation. You may ask me. See, first few months accommodation probably is actually provided, and no, some part of it goes towards from your salary goes towards it. Many a times, what the people do is they go to UK, husband or wife or spouse, to have a spouse or friends. They find a place and shift into a place and share the rental. It becomes much easier and much cheaper options. It depends where you work also. No, most of the job which you will be getting will not necessarily will be in the heart of London, or Britain, London, the city. It will be little interior as well, and becomes a countryside, a very beautiful job. Entitles you on the job meal, maybe subsidized. So on the job meal is covered. Off the job meal, obviously, when you, as I said, you have a room, there is a kitchen attached, you have a toilet and washroom for you to freshen up. Obviously, the kitchen is completely, most of the time what they do is, there are 4 or 5 rooms and there's a kitchen which is fully furnished. So you can cook what you wish to do, what you wish to cook. You have laundry for your uniform. For your uniform obviously is taken care by the hospital, but whatever other uniform, your clothes, you can wash them. So and whatever money which is there, you can share it. So this is how most of the nurse who have gone there are no initial they stay, and as and when they have their partners joining them, it becomes much easier for them to share. And as you grow, obviously 3 years, 4 years, you can apply for you can continue your work permit renewal, your NMC registration renewal, and after 4 years, obviously 5 years, you can apply for your PR, permanent residency, if you wish to, and get your red passport. It's up to you. There are a couple of questions which have come here, and some indemnity cover. Can you please explain me? Okay, this indemnity cover has something which you do on the job. Now, needs to be provided coverage. So initially, you need to provide an indemnity cover. If you go to the go to that indemnity cover this and download it. It will give you a complete. It's a basically insurance which you have to take before going. Um, uh, for those who are applying for physiotherapists, obviously that is, yes, we do have job roles for physiotherapists. The requirement is a little different for them. We will be having one more session for especially physiotherapists, and we will give you more information about it. There's a registration which is there for physiotherapists, which is completely different from NMC registration. So that we will be doing. We'll be doing a one more session for that role. So your answer should be covered in there. But anyway, thanks for coming here. This basically gives a job for this mostly for a nursing role. Um, Senior care. Now, senior carer interviews obviously happen. Those people who fail to get, who are not really sure about their IELTS or OAT score will apply, will go into senior care. At this moment of time, the position normally, as senior care, the salaries are 20,000, as I said in the earlier slide, 20,000 salary. And in case if you want to move from senior care to a nurse, it does take time. It doesn't happen immediately because first of all, you have to be prepared from the OSCE perspective. OSCE is something which you prepare. So I've seen a lot of people are wanting to go as senior care rather than nurse. I would suggest if English is the only thing, I would suggest you to go for the test and then apply because the money difference is huge. Okay, as a senior care, and maybe it may sound very easier initially, but in the longer run, you lose a lot of money. So, I would say, take a little more time if needed, pass your ski and go. Okay. So this are the questions. I hope I have answered most of your questions. If there are any other questions, obviously feel free to speak to me on the given number 9820355826. My email, that's my India. I am from Mumbai. I am in Belapur, Sivri Belapur. You can meet me in Sivri Belapur if you wish to. Obviously, as I said, we do not charge any monies for the job. You can spread the word. We are more than happy. In fact, by the end of this year, almost 5,000 nurses will be required, or maybe more than that will be required in the UK. We already have almost 600 nurse requirement ourselves, 200 from Philippines and 400 to 500 from 400 from India. Okay, so senior cares have not added into this. It's only the nursing which I've said. So we require, and obviously, as I said to you, the preparedness which requires from the time for you to start your Europass CV to for you to reach UK and give your OSCE depends on the interview. If you have your CV, IELTS, NMC Registration, CBT, all this ready, you can expect to go within 1 month. Because the only thing which you have to take is the visa, and the visa is you can obviously you can pay more for fast track visa, which entitles you to be given visa in 1 day or max 7 days. You get a result, and once you have a result, uh, flights are arranged by the employer and you can be there. It depends, or sometimes it takes take 4 to 5 months for you to go there, because depending on the role. So it's completely up to you. If you wish to go quickly, well, it's possible, and if you want to go for up to 3 or 4 months, that also is possible. So as long as you are prepared from all these four things, we will be more than happy for you to find a job in the UK. Now, once you have the NMC registration, you have to just let us know, and hopefully within 10 days to 15 days, your first round of interview will be done. And the second round of interview, which is with the client, one is obviously the first round of interview, the sponsors interview, which we do, and second round of interview is the client's interview, which is done. And we should be there within expected a month. Any other questions which you have at this moment of time? As said to you, we have covered all the information on time. Within half an hour. I had said that the session should last max 30-35 minutes. So we have covered the session in exactly 35 minutes, and I have covered most of the details here. All the details here, in fact, are provided. This is my number. As I said, 10 to 6. You are feel free to speak to me Monday to Saturday, and Sundays I try to keep it free for my other official work. So, but if you think WhatsApp, you can do anytime. Absolutely no problem. Spread the word. We are based in Mumbai. We are based in Belapur. We have offices all over India as well. If you go on our website www.rsrglobal.co, you should be able to see us. I'm just going to show you our website as well for you to understand. That's our website. So, we do healthcare education as well as recruitment. So we do recruitment for doctors, we do recruitment for nurses, allied healthcare, dental. So we have a lot of clients which, so any of your, if you, we also do hospitality. That's the reason you see the chefs around here. And our team, I am the I'm sorry, when was the mic muted? I was not aware. So anyway, we basically help people to get to UK and help them in their endeavor to settle down in UK. So thank you very much for attending the session. Appreciate, spread the word. When I was to speak to me, I'm available in Mumbai if need be, and people who are not only in Mumbai or anywhere in India, they can also, we have offices in Kerala, we have offices in Delhi, we have offices in Northeast, we have offices all over India. If you go on the website, you can see it. Internationally, those who are working in Middle East can also apply. If you have friends who are there in Middle East and wish to apply, ask them to do so. Life in UK is very good. That is the reason I was speaking to you about what you can expect in UK. Obviously, you can apply for PR if you wish to, up to 4-5 years or whatever the requirement. As of now, I think it is 5 years of existence in UK. So thanks again for coming. Appreciate everything. Take care. All the best. Have a good weekend. And as I said, please spread the word. I'm ending the session again, and the recording with, as I said, will be available. Thank you. Bye. Take care.